Slow down a second, Justin. I'm sure you're thinking. What are the actual people saying? Surely there's no way that the American public could fall for these types of tricks. Well, you'd be wrong, my friend. So join me as we turn to everyone's favorite thing to complain about, yet also the thing that everyone refuses to stop using: social media. We constantly hear, both from media outlets as well as members of Congress, about how social media can spread disinformation, hateful messages, violate our free speech, you name it. Yet the only reason I can come up with for why people still go on these sites is because either they're already hopelessly addicted or they just have it because everyone else is doing it. Wait, addiction? Peer pressure? Who even knew it was possible that the program could fail us more than it already has? Modern social media sites essentially act as a megaphone for disinformation. All you need is for one person's inaccurate post to get spread around, and there you go. And unfortunately, it matters very little in the long term, whether or not you spread false information by mistake or intentionally. Also, the fact that you choose which specific people to follow in your feed only adds to the potential spread of misinformation, as you essentially create an echo chamber for yourself with people you like or agree with. Now, this may come as a shock to many, but a Pew Research survey found that people who get their political news from social media are, overall, less knowledgeable than those who get their information elsewhere. Beyond this, nowadays there's a fine line between what some view as the censorship of particular views and restricting messages that may violate a site's terms of agreement. This kind of came into the conversation when Donald Trump was banned from Twitter a few months ago. This built-up tension between people and social media giants remains. Thus, the problem of false information being spread on social media has been turned into a political issue. Great. So what do we do with all this information now? Do we stop listening to the mainstream media and social media sites and then they'll go away and we'll all sing Kumbaya? I think more realistically, we educate ourselves on negative media tactics and on the news and social media, like some of the ones I've described here, just to be able to combat and recognize when media outlets try to deceive you, create artificially important issues, or demonize the other side. We can also get our news from different places, like independent media outlets, to try to avoid that looming corporate influence and social media misinformation. Overall, it's important to just not believe everything you read. Finding credible information is hard, and it takes time, but it's worth it to be an actual informed citizen. Think for yourself and make judgments on your own.